Hello, my name is Rich Gibson, and I am a friend of the person who runs this website, Rise and Stand, No More Victims. I once was a victim, innocently, of alcoholism, and as well, I suffered from depression. 26 years ago, approximately the time that I decided to quit drinking, my inspiration was Bob Probert. He was struggling with alcoholism, and he was a hero of mine. And for whatever reason, an article was written by a local columnist in the Detroit paper, and I read it, and it inspired me to quit drinking. It just so happened that I also worked for the same people that owned the place where I worked, Little Caesars. And about a year and a half into my employment there, by uh, an act of a higher power, I was able to meet Bob, and he encouraged me and challenged me to keep my sobriety going. In talking to him, I realized that he wasn't sober, but he was more than willing to support me in my struggle to stay clean and sober and find a better life. Because he was my hero, and even though I knew that he probably was not living a clean lifestyle, I chose to take his words and move forward with them and take the positive from them. I really ran with it, and I've lived a pretty clean life. I changed the way that I was living before I quit drinking and have become more of a model citizen. 8 years into my recovery, I once again ran into Bob. My first day on a job, and his first question was I still clean? And I was, and it was refreshing that he remembered who I was. Someone, a sports celebrity, to remember me after 8 years with hardly any contact really pushed my drive to remain sober. It takes a lot of courage to be able to change the way you live, to change how you how you deal with day-to-day life, giving up alcohol, giving up substances that are mood altering, and choosing to become a person who lives by a higher moral code, greater integrity, and with as much honesty as you possibly can. About 4 years ago, Bob passed, and it was very it was a hard thing to know that Bob passed without him knowing how much he touched my life. But in doing so, I knew that I needed to reach out and help other people. So, in him helping me, I also chose to start volunteering with a grief group, and I work with 7 to 9 year olds. I lost my father at age 7, and I am able to help these kids overcome their grief and their loss a person that is their teacher, their role model, someone who will shape their life in living in a higher integrity and greater honesty with these children. They understand the better way to live your life and to live with honesty and deal with other people in such a way that they too can become better people. So the seed that my friend Bob Probert passed on to me and grew into a tree, which I think has made me into an amazing person, I can now plant those seeds into young people and help them overcome their sadness and their grief. And in turn, richen the legacy of Bob Probert as well as my father, who to me was my teacher, my mentor, my best friend. I hope that anyone seeing the video will find a way to use this website and look at the causes that are going to help both human and animal causes and enrich the world that we live in to make it a better place and lessen the violence towards one another and to living things. I hope that you all each day find a way to pass kindness on to another who may be in need. A person that may be angry because and snap because they're having a bad day. Show some kindness and maybe that will soften the tone of their voice and they will pass on kindness to someone else. Please, those that run this website have warm hearts and great care for all living things and wish to make this world a better place. Thank you.